Alright, so in this quick video here, I'm going to show you guys how to add your parts to an existing Substance Painter file. So in my ZBrush files here, we already went over how to export out the pumpkin and UV unwrap and all that stuff for the pumpkin. So I will do the same steps for the stems here. So I would make a copy of this, duplicate. I'm going to hit solo here so I can see the stem. Then I'm going to click on ZRemesher. For those of you who are not using a custom menu, it is under Geometry, ZRemesher. Then click on ZRemesh. Right. In this case, our stem, it's just an example. I haven't had time to sculpt the stem, so the stem is really low poly, right? It doesn't need to be this high, so I'm just gonna reduce it to like one target poly count here. That means 1,000. And then I'm going to get something like this instead. And then I'm going to go to Z plugin. Again, you guys should already know the steps. UV master, work on clone. And then I'm just going to turn off symmetry here and click unwrap. Then click on flatten to check the UV. Looks good. Unflatten it, then copy the UVs. Go back to our original stem here. And you can tell the name of the original by the clone is denoted by the CL right in front of it. The regular one doesn't have it. So switch back and then click paste UVs. Now our stem has the UV, so you would just subdivide it a couple of times here and then do the whole reprojection, right? This step should be very familiar with you guys. And do project all. There you go. That's gonna be my stem, right? Then down here, I'm just gonna go to geometry, reduce this to the lowest subdivision, go to export, and that's gonna be my, change the format to FBX here, and that's gonna be my stem low poly, right? I already have exported one out, so I don't need to do that. And then change the subdivision to the highest level, go to export, and this one is going to be our high poly. Change the format to FBX once again. And stem high poly, I already did that as well, so you guys we don't have to import that in, right? So high poly right there. Cool. So now we have both. Back in my, just for the sake of example here, I'm going to restart a new one. And for this one, I'm just going to pull in my pumpkin low poly here. Click OK. Discard that. So this is what most of you guys were working with. You have the pumpkin in, and the question is, how do we add the stem in, right? So the way we do that is in my Maya scene here. I'm going to import in the stem low poly. I'm going to minimize that window. And the pumpkin low poly, like this. And I'm going to do something as well by renaming this material. So the pumpkin and the stem, they each have their own material here, right? So I like to rename stuff. Material underscore pumpkin and material underscore stem, right? I'm going to grab both of these guys, file, export selection, and go to a location where you are confident you will remember ComArt 435, and just make sure your file type is FBX and just export it out. I have this pumpkin finish low. That's the one I chose. So I'm gonna save it over this one here. And click yes, right? Then back in my Substance Painter, go to Edit, Project Configuration, click on Select. And I'm going to select that new file that I just exported out. Click Open, click OK. And it's going to go. right? So you will notice that the original material has been grayed out, and that's because we rename our pumpkin material to be called material underscore pumpkin. So this pumpkin copy material, it doesn't know where to go anymore. So what we want to do is, so ideally you wouldn't be painting stuff beforehand like that. You should be putting your sort of assemble your 3D model together in Maya before you put them in Substance Painter. But if this happens, all you have to do is click on this button right here, right? And then go to reassign texture set. And we know that pumpkin copy is meant for the pumpkin here, so just click, drag, and drop it in like that. Click apply. Actually, before you do that, you can also now delete this one. Click apply. Yeah, substance crash, of course. But that's what you do to change the material back, and then you can start working. Hopefully, when you do it, it doesn't crash. But yeah, that's what you got to do. So unfortunate that substance crashed, but that's actually that was the last step to this video. So hopefully that helps.